Hi there, welcome back to these 3 videos on how to get much better at Twittering and how to become a Twitter master by me, Dan Sodergren. We talked about in the first one Twitter and the basics. Now we're going to talk about not just why you're Twittering, but how you Twitter, or how you tweet as it's called. So, Twitter and communications is going to be massively important. We were talking about it in this video. The video after this is about Twitter and advanced tactics. That's Twitter and advanced tactics. Brilliant stuff. So my company's called Great Marketing and Works. My name's Dan Sodergren, as you already know. And I truly believe there's only 3 things in life, or certainly 3 things in marketing. And these are they. Number 1, money. Number 2, time. And number 3, energy. Or because I'm a bit of a hippie, I'd say energy and love. Or effort, depending. So what you've got to think about is it money, or is it time, or is it love? What do you have to spend? What do you have to spend to become good at Twitter? Or which two should I say, does Twitter take? Well, I think you know. It's actually free, so it's time and it's energy. These things are massively important. But when you get it right, you can have a wonderful time with Twitter. Lovely things happen in a matter of weeks or even days. This happened to me when I first started, and that increased to even this. As you can see from the timings here, they are tiny moments, i.e. thousands of people who were joining me almost by the minute. It's brilliant. That's what happened to me when I first started, and then this happened. Continual growth until pow! Big thing happened, and I'll actually tell you how I did that in the 3rd video. I have a clout score. Clout score is about influencing, and what the clout score says, I love to connect, and I always have the inside scoop. Fantastic. I love that. A little read of that always makes me feel good. So, when you first go to the Twitter page, you must already saw something like this. Not exactly the same, of course, because on the right-hand side, you've got the yellow bar that says sign in. Click that, but I don't want you to click it just yet, which is why I haven't shown it. Because you've got to think about something first. After we've had this chat, go to twitter.com and sign up. But before you do that, think about your Twitter name. Think about your Twitter name. I truly believe this, and when I first started out, I had my own Twitter name, and I've used a variety of different ones. And what I found works is something that explains what you do straight away. Another tactic, depending on your brand value, you can use is to use something that's a bit risky, a little bit naughty, because people love to follow naughtier things out there, things that are scandalous. I also believe that you should split your private from your business. So your private accounts should definitely be split from your business accounts. It all depends, however, on your brand values, your brand voice. If you are the thought leader, maybe you want to do it from your own. Just telling you from experience, though, that using your own name doesn't work because people don't understand it straight away. Unless, of course, you're Stephen Fry. So what should your Twitter name be? Pause this video now, have a bit of a think. So have a bit of a think about your brand name. Here are some of the biggest mistakes you can make on Twitter. A survey says that the main reason for following, is a compelling bio, 67%, and some good tweets, about 30%. The rest is around about 3%. However, I truly believe that might be wrong because they're not thinking about subconsciously as well. I just know from experience that design is really important. So these are my 7 biggest mistakes. Number 1, no photo. If you don't have a photo, I'd say it's so hard to get to followers without a photo. I'd even include this if it's a logo. It's harder to do with a logo than it is with a picture of you. And if you don't have anything up there, people think that you're a spammer and people think you're a robot, because that's basically the way they look. Uninteresting tweets. We're going to talk about how you get interesting tweets, or how you find areas that have got some fantastic things you can retweet and tweet about. We're going to do that later in the next video, but that's really important too. Another one is a generic bio. You've got to think what's in it for them, or what's in it for me. That's what you'd be thinking if you were going to follow someone. What benefit do you get by following them? What benefit do your customers get by following you, or your potential customers? What kind of tweets are you promising them? Most people out there aren't famous, so they've got to say it in their bio, because that's what people will look at. If you have a boring background, you've got to jazz it up. I tell you, it's without a promising or exciting background or enticing background, and certainly a professional background, then it's so much harder to get followers. You can use free ones out there, or you can use ones that are only $5. If you go to fiverr.com, that's what you can do. The other thing you can do is make sure that you don't have a 317 name, i.e. it doesn't just follow your Hotmail address or just come up with something randomly. you might find it takes a bit of time to come up with a good name. Just do it. It's worth the time to do it. And then snobbery, the classic. Do not be a snob. You must follow those who follow you. You must at least try to, or automate this process when you've got thousands of followers. If you don't, it's almost like the word gets out there, and snobbery doesn't work. We've also think about an unbalanced ratio, which brings us nicely into the anti-spamming laws. When you join Twitter, you'll see some anti-spamming laws up there. Please read those, they're very, very important. One of them talks about you can't have an unbalanced ratio. And some of the automated things we're going to talk about in the next video can do that. So please, please, please make sure you don't look like a spammer or a robot, and therefore you won't get banned from Twitter. Thanks so much to the LEAD project. In the next video, we're going to talk about automation tools and how we can make sure we can get thousands upon thousands of followers as quickly as possible. Many thanks. I'll see you in the next video.